A very good evening to you, our dear viewer. Once again, this is Patricia Lukoma Mpango, and this is News Tonight at 8. First, though, let's look at the top stories. News Tonight, President Museveni concludes his campaigns in Acholi sub-region. Uganda inaugurates National Implementation Committee to steer Africa continental free trade. Uganda records a 49% reduction in maternal mortality. Always a pleasure bringing you what's making headlines in our bulletin. As we delve into the bulletin, the chairman of the National Resistance Movement, who is also the NRM presidential candidate, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, has pledged to address the isolated incidents of cattle wrestling and wildlife-human conflict in Agago district. While on his campaign trail in the area, Mr. Museveni also committed to construction of major roads connecting Agago to the neighboring districts and to upgrade the Agago Health Center to hospital status.
During a rally at the Paul Locketts Memorial Stadium in Agago district, which was filled to capacity, residents gathered to receive the manifesto of the National Resistance Movement led by the party chairman Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. Agago marks his final rally in Acholi sub-region before commencing his campaigns in the Karamoja sub-region later in the evening in Abimu district. The key issues presented to Museveni, which he pledged to address, include the construction of roads such as Gulu, Owere, Konakilak, Patonga, Purunga to Abimu Road and Purunga to Acholibu Road.
It's already Moroto Road that you have already put it in program. But there is these two roads that we really humbly request your assistant Mose. This road from Patonga to Kalonga, it is our heartbeat as Agago people. Please Mose, we don't have tarmac here, but if we can have these two Kalonga connecting to already in plan Moroto Road, and you can make a wide section going to Wipolo and connecting to Kitgumatidi, that will be a big leap for us.
Now, on the roads, we have been trying because of the other quality, we move it, but then people come and divert money to other things. So this road will be done. It's already in the program, the road from Gulu, Awere, Konakilak, then from Konakilak, Patongo, Kalongo, Adirang, Abim.
Yo madong ake kona galak bino paluo kar paton chero kalon bino do chera dilanga bim.
I know these roads myself.
Museveni reiterated his commitment to eradicating the isolated cases of cattle rustling, wildlife-human conflict in Agago district where elephants come from Kidepo National Park to ravage the communities.
What I discovered was that the army had the capacity to control the cattle rustlers, but they were doing what you call
Agago Health Center 4 to a hospital status was another significant concern raised by the district leaders, which Museveni agreed to address.
We need health centers 4 in the 2 constituencies of Agago West and Agago North. And also, Mose, we need a district hospital. We have to thank our partners, Kalan Hospital, who have been serving us all these years. But I think it is high time that we also had our own district hospital through your office.
So therefore, 13 sub-counties do not have any health facility of either Health Center 3 or Health Center 4 or a hospital. Now, this is what is planned.
And they don't get makuri keteka planning.
Upgrade Patongo Health Center 4 to a general hospital. Upgrade Paimor Health Center 3 in Agago North constituency to Health Center 4. Upgrade Alopo Health Center 2 in Adlang sub-county to Health Center 3.
Although Museveni did not respond directly to the demands during the campaigns, local leaders continued to advocate for the division of Agago district into 2, with the new district to be named Agago North District.
Mose, the district is too big. We therefore kindly ask you, since we have been the best voting district, Mose, running and coming to this center of the district is 54 kilometers. Can we have that and we have another district in Agago North constituency?
On Saturday, Museveni will campaign in Karamoja sub-region districts of Agago and Kabong. Philip Aguta for UBC News in Agago.
Now, strides made in peace and development continue to be some of the driving factors behind northern Uganda's support for the ruling National Resistance Movement. The latest to affirm this position is a Beam district and Karamoja sub-region that once suffered insurgency of both the LRA and cattle rustlers. Now, the leaders here appreciated on Friday afternoon as President Yoweri Museveni commenced his campaigns in Karamoja sub-region, starting with the Beam district.
When you see the indigenous tribes in the constitution of Uganda, we have been recognized.
All they sought was peace. They attained it, thanks to the NRM government initiatives of maintaining harmony.
But we want to appreciate government, NRM government, for the peace that we are now enjoying. Even as leaders previously, we used to move with escorts because of insecurity. But now, at least, we have some relative peace, which I know will be perfect with the time.
What followed was development which they had missed for a long time due to insurgency.
The manifesto of NRM 2026 to 2031 is very rich. It captures the socio-economic activities which are going to be implemented in the next 5 years. All sectors.
Museveni would try to bring transformation in Karamoja, but the hiccups of insecurity would come back. But right now, it has gone so smoothly, and we expect the other next 5 years to be more successful. So Karamoja is progressing well, and we are going to protect the gains and make sure that we also have equal, even distribution of resources.
This is how development initiatives like Emyoga have succeeded, as attested by both beneficiaries and implementers.
We used to earn nothing. We used just to play without doing anything. But as Emyoga came in, we were able to get a lot of money, and it has changed our life, really.
This money has really impacted on their lives. Today, as I speak, the Emyoga Circle for the Youth has managed to purchase 4 tents with 100 chairs and a public system.
With more of such initiatives expected to come, the people here have every reason to vote NRM back into national leadership.
We have agriculture cluster development project in this district. That is a project that is in only 69 districts of Uganda, and ABIM has been chosen to benefit from that fund.
We, the people of Karamoja, we are going to be the first to protect again, because the peace that has come to the region is now making us to allow the region to transform to be just like any other part of this region.
So I invite the people of ABIM to rally the support behind His Excellency the President, so that we strengthen, we consolidate the gains.
Such achievements require consolidation, a reason why the NRM is carrying the message of protecting the gains. Henry Okrut, UBC.
Thank you very much there, Henry Okrut. Now, the Forum for Democratic Change, FDC presidential candidate Nathan Nandala Mafabi has promised to boost the coffee crop in Namisindwa district through ensuring the farmers get value out of their crops. While campaigning in these areas, Mr. Mafabi continues to popularize issues in his manifesto that include investing 10% in the agriculture sector and giving seed capital to small businesses, ensuring equal pay for all teachers, and investing in border business to grow.
It's the best in the whole world. And on the Nyoko board, it's not there. It's totally extinct. Now what's happening, most of the people are coming and taking our coffee to go and blend other coffees. The right price for our coffee should be over 60 to 70,000 shillings a kilo. But this one we want to do, tell the people of Uganda that when I become the president, I will ensure our coffee gets the best price and it will be on the New York board. We have been, and you know I come from a landside place. I have a better solution for this. I'll make sure this landside, I'll take care of emergencies and our people will be taken care of. I can tell you that the emergency here is a necessity. It should be in 24 hours with rescue teams being on the ground, because you can be here anytime you will see a slight landslide. So this area is prone to landslides. It must have a real direct government intervention. But these places are fertile of the best coffee, but you can see what we are. We're in the bad place. You saw cabbages, you saw tomatoes. They are rotting because of the way, and the matoke is too much. But we're going to work on it. This road should have been paved by now, tarmac. But this country doesn't like us because all the money they do, they steal. This is very simple paving. To do a paving road here does not take more than $150,000. But
the peace we enjoy, the other achievement, but we want to open a new page that will be witnessed by Uganda and the world. This we pray, knowing that all blessings come from you, and we will seek those blessings to be with our brother and the team, that his journey may bring fruits that Ugandans will benefit.
The National Unity Platform NUP President and flag bearer Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu has concluded his campaign in Bunyoro sub-region with a rally in Bweyale Town Council, Kiryadongo District, before proceeding to Lango sub-region in northern Uganda. In his address, Kyagulanyi promised to fight land grabbing, improve health care, and restore the rights of fishermen operating freely on the lakes.
His Excellency Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu amekuja
sisi mchumba yake, si ndio?
I am told that many of you cannot fish because Masindi port was taken over by the military. I am aware that many of you have lost your land. They have taken your land. I am aware of the poor situation of our roads. Just 2 days ago. Kunga bayale kunga. Kunga chigumba kunga. Kunga bunyoro kunga. Kunga Uganda kunga. Ra.
Now, the Deputy Secretary General of the NRM, Honorable Rose Namayanja, has issued a warning to all independent candidates, cautioning them against campaigning for NRM candidates or participating in the NRM activities. This announcement was made during a meeting held in Kampala between members of the NRM Secretariat and District plus regional team leaders.
The NRM Secretariat is actively engaging senior leaders and reactivating all party structures to secure a massive win for President Museveni. During the meeting with district and regional team leaders at the NRM Secretariat, Deputy Secretary General of the NRM, Honorable Rose Namayanja, reiterated that independents should refrain from involvement in party activities.
Anybody who is an independent will not participate in our activities. We also have some members of the executive of NRM who are independent. We will also not accept for them to campaign, because this is not just a campaign for the national chairman alone. It's the national chairman and the flag bearers. Right from president to village level. The second thing is that there are also members of the executive of NRM who are campaigning for independence. This is compromising the efforts and the strategy.
Team leaders were also encouraged to prepare communities to benefit from various government programs beyond the election period.
That these people at the village know every corner, they know every person who has benefited from government, they know everyone. We even made a calculation, dear colleagues. You know we have 72,000 villages. And we made an example. If we multiply the 72,000 villages times 63 people, members, you will agree with me. If you calculate it very quickly, I think the numbers goes into 4 million or something. So meaning as a party, we have a team that we can benefit from. It is an opportunity for us to start with those numbers.
Dr. Seninde expressed gratitude to the party chairman for his confidence in the party's mobilization structures. She also emphasized,
we have the village where the vote is. The vote is not at the district, the vote is not at the sub-county, the vote is at the village. And the good thing, as we rose from the village to the sub-county to the district, we do appreciate that we all came from the village. And the good thing, Electoral Commission, some members are here. It is true we have not filled those positions, meaning that we still have an eye in the positions that probably we left at the village.
The NRM is now prioritizing leadership that is deeply connected to and understands grassroots.
And then operationalize. Right, Honorable, this strategy has different layers of overseers. The Secretariat Plus has been fashioned along the party structured leadership. At national level, we shall have members of the Central Organizing Committee, SEC, do the oversight.
Sudat Kaye, UBC News.
Now, the judiciary has launched a pilot court criminal session aimed at tracking and expediting the disposal of sexual and gender-based violence cases, as well as criminal cases related to commercial matters. The special session, which will bring together key stakeholders under the justice, law and order sector, seeks to reduce the existing case backlog and improve access to justice. The sessions are scheduled to begin at the start of November 2025. Now, courts designated to handle these cases, including the Wakiso High Court Criminal Division, Entebbe High Court Criminal Division, Mbarara, Luwero and Mukono High Court Criminal Divisions. According to the acting principal judge, Lady Justice Jane Akuo Kajuga, these special sessions will significantly help decongest the judiciary's case backlog while ensuring timely justice for litigants.
And I would like to implore you, DPP, who is here, that if you go back and look at your staffing, and you look at your workload, and you look at what you have, then you would be able to put a hand on this pilot, because it helps all of us. It helps all of us. When they say criminal case backlog, it is not the judiciary alone. When we say access to justice, we are not talking about the judiciary alone. We are talking about all stakeholders working together to ensure that justice is delivered. The concept of daily hearings has been a matter of discussion for a long time. And discussions have been had. I want to thank IDLO for coming on board as we take these maiden steps, and I know you're going to walk the journey with us. I'm very convinced that what we are starting today, this discussion with the pilot circuits, is going to change the way we do criminal cases in our country. And I believe we're going to not only give people justice quicker, get rid of backlog, but also allocate our resources better. I believe that this is going to be sustainable, I'm convinced, and I'm very excited. Let's approach this with a positive attitude and with a problem-solving mindset. Once you have a problem-solving mindset, then there is nothing that you cannot overcome. Because every project, every pilot has issues that you will encounter along the way. But how do we overcome?
The Chancellor, Uganda Christian University and Archbishop of the Church of Uganda, the Most Reverend Dr. Samuel Stephen Kazimba Mugalu, has called for peace, integrity and national unity as Uganda heads into a political session. He made the remarks while presiding over the university's 26th graduation ceremony in Mukono.
Congratulations to our graduates.
Presiding over the function, Chancellor and Archbishop of the Church of Uganda, Dr. Samuel Stephen Kazimba Mugalu, emphasized the need for peace and integrity among Ugandans, especially during this politically charged season.
In times of national decision-making, we must remember that peace is not merely the absence of conflict, but the active presence of justice, respect, and love for one another. Let us therefore, as graduates and members of the wider UCU community, be ambassadors of peace wherever we go.
Dr. Kazimba commended the Church of Uganda for its strong partnership with the university, which he said has supported academic excellence, especially in theological and leadership disciplines.
I applaud the university for its continued commitment to clergy training programs, which has significantly improved the missional effectiveness of our clergy across.
The guest of honor, Dr. Felix Theonograha, president of Western Theological Seminary, Michigan, urged graduates to remain grounded in their faith and values as they embrace the challenges of the modern world.
Our graduates have received a complete education. You have been formed in character. You have been grounded in your faith and equipped with the knowledge and skills you need to survive anywhere in the world. Excellence in learning means using knowledge and skills with wisdom, integrity, and your faith should continue to be the guiding light in your choices in a confused world that often challenges your core values.
This ceremony saw students graduate in various disciplines, including theology, education, law, business, and information technology, marking yet another milestone in UCU's commitment to holistic education.
Nkumba University is set to graduate 2,097 students in various disciplines, including 27 with PhDs. Now, the ceremony is due this Saturday at Nkumba University main campus in Entebbe.
Nkumba University main grounds. And I would want to first invite each one of you out there. That is graduation ceremony. The graduates and their parents, welcome to be part of this graduation ceremony, which will begin approximately 7:30 in the morning with a procession. And therefore, it requires all the students and their parents to be seated in the tent by 7. We hope to graduate out 2,087 students tomorrow, of which 25 will be PhD or doctoral students. Once again, I would want to request the students to keep calm, obey all the rules and regulations that will be set aside at this event.
As a university, we would like to confirm the public that the students we are graduating tomorrow have attained the academic requirements. They have gone through rigorous training, mentorship by our academic staff. They have been exposed to so many situations that are preparing them for the market. And as a university, we are very sure they are going to excel in the world of employment. Our dear students, I would like to urge you again to use the skills that you have attained at Nkumba University. Use the university values to shape your relationship with your colleagues at the world of work, but also to prepare you to interact with the rest of the world.
With 1,025 bachelor's and diploma 263, and certificates we expect to graduate 139. We are sure as an institution that you have been equipped as students or as prospective graduates with the necessary skills, necessary competencies, necessary values that are needed in the 21st century. As a university, we are a hub of knowledge where we have trained you in the following areas: in business administration, in computing and informatics, in education, in law, in commercial, industrial art and design, and not forgetting sciences, which are a pillar in this nation.
Now, Uganda's newly appointed special envoy in charge of trade and tourism and former UN country representative to Uganda, Rose Malango, has partnered with UBC, that is Uganda Broadcasting Corporation, to develop, disseminate content aimed at promoting Uganda as a prime tourism destination. During her visit to UBC facilities, Malango highlighted key areas of cooperation in her executing her presidential assignment.
Uganda's Special Envoy for Trade and Tourism, Rosa Malango, has made her maiden visit to UBC to strategize on effective implementation of her mandate.
Really, the rich heritage that Uganda has, the kingdoms, the story behind the kingdoms, the story behind the World Heritage sites that we have. I don't know how many Ugandans know that Uganda has more than 5 World Heritage sites and it has more than 15 National Heritage sites. So making sure people are aware of those heritage sites, they come, they see it, they contribute to the communities who are preserving it, and they get to have a unique experience.
Malango intends to leverage UBC's diverse media platforms to create and share content that promotes Uganda's tourism potential, both domestically and internationally.
I'm hoping that with UBC we'll be able to generate content in the different regions about what our entrepreneurs and artisans doing in each region to promote Uganda, to innovate in terms of products. And we should be able to showcase, celebrate those products and help people to connect and help people to be able to take a vacation or have their retreat in a different part of the country.
As an entrepreneur, the former ambassador pledges to focus on strengthening the capacity of small and medium-sized enterprises.
Now, UBC's job, of course, as a media house, as a public service broadcaster, is to support, to facilitate that. And then the rest of the team will come in with a different expertise so that we are able to create content that we believe should be able to empower our people, should be able to inspire our people, should be able to encourage them to achieve the things that they need to achieve. Everybody should be able to have that Ugandan dream. We should all dream and know that Uganda is home.
UBC management is optimistic about the collaboration and anticipates that other partners will join efforts to advance Uganda's development agenda.
First, as a public broadcaster, and of course also growing specific sector, and in this particular case growing the tourism sector. So that is how we can be able to get together to engage. Tourism is one of the sectors that we have been working on. The President has been speaking about that from time to time, and as a result of that, it will be able to help us develop it, grow it, to create jobs, to create opportunities for the different people along the value chain.
The partnership between the presidential envoy, also an international figure, and UBC is expected to further cement Uganda's tourism footprint and enhance its visibility beyond borders. Abdunasser Lubwama for UBC.
Now, residents of Jinja City have been urged to elect visionary leaders who prioritize youth empowerment as the city grapples with the growing unemployment crisis. The call comes amid rising concerns over the vulnerability of jobless youth, many of whom risk being lured into criminal activities due to lack of opportunities.
The atmosphere in Jinja City is charged with a political anticipation. Just days after the nomination of parliamentary candidates, civic voices are growing louder, demanding leadership that replaces youth development at the heart of its agenda.
Leadership has betrayed the people of Busoga, and when you look at the rankings as per the population statistics, Busoga is #1 in poverty.
Yeah, we are grateful that His Excellency the President has tried to reach out to the grassroots, to the local person, to empower us with many projects. But the President has not been supported so much by the members of Parliament.
The unemployment rate among young people in Jinja has allegedly reached alarming levels, with many left idle and exposed to exploitation. There is a warning that without urgent intervention, the city could see a surge in crime driven by economic desperation.
Wherever the youth are, they are always controversial. But one thing I know with the youth, the moment you cool down, you humble down and speak to them, they can listen. They are good listeners and they need just to be supported with projects.
Among those vying for parliamentary seats is Lazarus Namujo, an independent candidate for Jinja Southwest. He says his manifesto is anchored in poverty alleviation through the establishment of vocational and skilling institutions.
So on that note, we are going to ensure education is a priority. Our children, the youth who have been abused in Egali, here the parents, They have agreed with me. We are going to do whatever it takes. We send them back to school, in vocational schools. Skilling centers, such that they become useful, other than being used in a girly abusive format. Yet we need a resourceful population.
Meanwhile, Isaac Isiko of the Ecological Party, contesting for Jinja West, is campaigning on a platform of environmental stewardship. He says mismanagement of natural resources directly undermines livelihoods.
Sometimes we call it Green Party. So also I'll work hard so that we protect the environment by planting trees. I think that.
However, the nomination process was not without controversy. Several aspirants were disqualified after failing to meet the academic requirements set by the Electoral Commission.
Some of them come with academic documents that are not fulfilling what was requested for. If it is a certificate, it should be a certificate. An A-level certificate should be that, not anything else, not even a pass slip.
The FDC Secretary for Publicity in Arua City has crossed to National Resistance Movement Party. This decision comes days after the NRM party leader Yoweri Kaguta Museveni concluded his presidential campaign trail in West Nile sub-region.
City Secretary of Forum for Democratic Change, FDC party in Arua City, David Edema, has abandoned the party as he crosses to the ruling National Resistance Movement, NRM party.
You know, you cannot remain where you cannot win. You're in opposition, you know very well that you cannot win. Why do you waste time there?
Edema has been working for FDC in the last 15 years.
15 years are not just small years. I know so many people outside there, they'll be saying that Edema was bought, Edema was given money. But I want to tell them that Edema is not a kabalagala to be bought just like that. It was a personal decision I took to say someone is a dictator. It is not a crime. But as Edema, as an individual, I've never called President Museveni as a dictator. Yeah, being in opposition is good, but we must know what things to oppose. You are not supposed to oppose everything.
He was received Friday by West Nile Regional Government Whip Jackson Atima and NRM officials in Arua Central Division.
Has looked at the performance of His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. I personally, my performance in Arua Central Division has also convinced him, and from today, he wants to start a new journey. Edema Davis, I welcome you warmly to the NRM family.
According to Edema, he has been encouraged by the promises of the NRM party presidential candidate for 2026, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, who is also the NRM chairman.
As I said, based on performance of NRM, when President visited West Nile region, I have been following his campaign trail, probably listening his speeches. I think one of the beauty I have admired from him is he was not even attacking any opposition.
Edema is willing to bring more young people from opposition into NRM.
I'll be mobilizing more support for the NRM. And trust me, I am going to mobilize more people to join NRM within this political season. And that's one of the things I always do.
Joseph Forama, UBC News.
And looking at innovation in private universities, they are appealing to government to support their universities in financing and build innovations in their institutions, and also provide mentorship infrastructure to support innovation-led development. The Vice-Chancellor, Kampala International University, Professor Mohamed Ngoma, cites how inadequate funding and unavailability of mentorship infrastructure are persistent barriers that hinder progress of development in innovations by students.
In their just concluded third International Research and Development Conference, which was held under the theme Innovation and Entrepreneurship, capacity building and global sustainability, Kampala International University and the delegates discussed how innovation can be applied to drive sustainable economic transformation and institutional growth.
Integrating innovation into education systems, supporting women and the youth innovators, and building policy coherence were vital to Africa's innovation future.
While celebrating creativity and progress, the delegates outlined barriers that still hinder innovative projects.
Industry and research linkages is something that we have to push as universities, but the participants identified this as a key challenge in most of our institutions. The second challenge was inadequate funding and mentorship infrastructure, that unlocking Africa's innovation potential requires stronger partnerships, institutional support, and sustainable investment.
The university wants government to also support private universities backing up the already built innovations.
Train manpower for this country, I would expect that government gives me tax exemptions on the material that I'm going to buy to put up that kind of infrastructure. So that is the kind of support that we are talking about, not necessarily government bringing money and pumping in private institutions, but we need all that kind of support so that we can develop the infrastructure that will train the manpower for this country.
Meanwhile, the university will hold its 32nd graduation ceremony on the 29th November 2025, where 2,000 students will graduate in various disciplines, including medicine, health sciences, law and education, among others. Lydia Chomkama, UBC News.
The Bishop of Namirembe Diocese, Right Reverend Moses Banja, has appealed to parents and teachers, plus other stakeholders, to nurture young people in faith. He made the call while blessing and confirming learners of Kingsway Primary School who are about to sit at their primary living examinations.
The Bishop of Namirembe Diocese, the Right Reverend Moses Banja, has blessed Kingsway Primary School during a dedication service for 147 Primary 7 candidates held alongside a confirmation ceremony for several pupils into the Protestant faith. The event, filled with worship and celebration, saw Bishop Banja encourage the newly confirmed to remain steadfast in their faith and serve God wholeheartedly.
Confirmants, this the summary of the 10 Commandments. They are so important for you to understand and to walk following those commandments and fearing God in this your new journey.
The bishop also urged the P7 candidates to keep praying and trust in God's guidance as they prepare for their final examinations.
As look forward to do your exams, always acknowledge Him. Know that He's there for you. He's in your midst. He's in your examination room. While others are chased away, you are not alone. You are with God.
The headmaster of Kingsway Primary School, Mr. Agre Chimera, expressed confidence in his pupils, noting that the school has done everything possible to prepare them for success.
We have been encouraging them, motivating them, so that we get rid of the fear they have towards exams. And now finally today, we have presented them before God for the final blessing. So we feel we have done our part. The remaining part is for God to see them through. The examinations come 3rd and 4th successfully.
As the PLE draws near, the pupils of Kingsway Primary School look forward with faith and confidence, ready to take on their final challenge.
I would also like to send your sincere thanks to all the teachers and non-teaching staff who have taught and assisted us from nursery to primary 7. Your influence has shaped us into the candidates we are today.
Candidates have been consecrated, and in God's wisdom, they will come triumphant after the exams. We thank you so much for.
And Almighty Father, in the same spirit, we continue to commit these your children, the P7 candidates of 2025 into your hands, O Lord, that the spirit of fear may not be upon them, that the spirit of sound mind may be upon them.
The ceremony attracted teachers, directors and parents of Kingsway Primary School alongside Entebbe Road.
Amen and amen to all the candidates that are about to sit for their exams. Now, when we look at mental health, the public has been urged to reduce drug and alcohol abuse as a strategy to address mental health challenges in communities. The call was made by Dr. Hasfer Rukwata Sentongo, Assistant Commissioner for Mental Health at the Ministry of Health, during a public health mental lecture held at Makerere University.
Addressing the audience at Makerere University, Dr. Hafswa Lukwata Sentongo emphasized the need for Ugandans to desist from drug abuse, especially alcohol, stating that it negatively impacts individuals' well-being and hinders the country's sustainable development.
Prevention. Communities, we need to get the opportunities. The music that is being played every day, there are so many other dating centers that are everywhere, even in residential areas. I think we need to make sure that these ones go to happen because we are exposing our children. I've been fighting around alcohol. There's so much alcohol in Uganda. We are the highest drinker of alcohol in Africa.
Dr. Martin Baluku, the Dean of School of Psychology at Makerere University, highlighted the importance of recognizing and addressing mental health issues, not just in individuals, but also within families, communities, and organizations.
And the truth is, in families, in organizations, in schools, in our communities, we are struggling with so many mental health issues, and we have to pay attention to them. Let's not just discount them as being witchcraft or issues that are not serious, because in the long run, it actually spoils people away.
Dr. Rachel Nwagaba, a psychology lecturer at Makerere University, advocated for the integration of mental health and addiction treatment services into primary and community health care centers, making these services more accessible to the general public.
This is work that is in progress, is to continue to roll out integration of mental health and addiction services in all our primary health care centers, in our hospitals, in the health centers in communities. That will go a long way so that we can be able to have early detection, help individuals get assessments quickly.
Students and other attendees applauded the College of Humanities and Social Sciences, School of Psychology at Makerere University for organizing the public lecture, saying it helped raise awareness and open their eyes to the realities of mental health challenges.
Be relieved from the addiction by engaging in various activities, like even avoiding activities that can make you go into addiction, like avoiding drug abuse, engaging in productive games like football. That when I get back to school, I can teach others and also be able to help fellow students who are going through some accidents.
The mental health public lecture was held under the theme Understanding the Co-Occurrence of Substance, Drug and Gambling Use, and Addiction with Mental Health Issues and Prevention Strategies for Schools and Communities.
With Momo, you have the power to pay for shopping more easily using your phone. Dial *165*3# or scan to download Momo app and pay for anything. No hassling for change. And even better, if you run out of money while paying, you can simply add core with Momo Advance. That's Momo. That's the power to be more.
You see, I've been a painter for almost 4 decades, and I have found Global Paints to be very reliable. First, everyone knows we use Global Paint Undercoat. Now, for the best results, I continue with Global Paints products. I go for Silk Vinyl when it comes to the interior. Then Global Matte for the ceiling, and when it comes to weatherproof, I go for Global Weather Coat Emulsion. With that one, the house will never peel. Now, there you have a sparkling, magical looking house. and then the client is very happy. He recommends me to another person, who recommends me to another person, who recommended me to come and do the advert. Global Paint, a reliable product.
Coffee Spirit, Simba G. Coffee Spirit, Simba G. Check on down the cup. SMS the code. Wamure virabo. Tulagamanyi. Karukasita wabuza.
Masaba Maji. Masaba Maji.
Bikole Masavu ne Premier Distilleries. Simply buy Coffee Spirit or Simba Gin. Check under the cap, send the code to 6688 and stand a chance to win border borders, tuk-tuks, cash, airtime, flat screens, mobile phones and a grand prize of 50 million Uganda shillings. This promotion is valid for a limited time only. Terms and conditions apply. Alcohol is not for sale to persons under 18. Please drink responsibly.
When you want to relax your body and refresh your mind, welcome to Hotel La Confidential, Aroa's premier destination for luxury and comfort. The only hotel in Aroa City offering a serene atmosphere, breathtaking scenery. Come and discover our exclusive wellness club with packages that include a fully equipped gym, a rejuvenating sauna, steam bath, and a great sky blue swimming pool. For events, our state-of-art conference halls and versatile event spaces are perfect for hosting shows, wedding receptions, birthdays, and more. Come and enjoy our cinema hall and unisex saloon, all designed to meet your entertainment and grooming needs. Bring your family and let your kids splash around in our beautiful kids water park. We are located on Aroa Pakwachi Highway in the heart of Aroa City. Don't wait. Visit us on www.hotelconfidential.com or call us on 0761 688 181.
Step into a world of excellence, comfort, and pride with Royal Foam Furniture, crafted to perfection right here in Uganda. We bring you state-of-the-art living room furniture and bedding products at affordable prices. Our wide variety of mattresses include orthopedic, pillow top, spring mattresses suitable for institutions like hotels, and many others for home comfort. With every piece telling a story of royal excellence, our products are built with the highest quality materials made to last. Experience royalty with Royal Foam Furniture, proudly made in Uganda, so buy Uganda and build Uganda. Visit our showrooms at Ginger Road, Chambogo Junction, Bukota Chisasi Road, and on Victoria Mall, Entebbe, on the first floor.
And into the world of business, Uganda has officially inaugurated the National Implementation Committee for the African Continental Free Trade Area, marking a major step towards expanding Uganda's export base and strengthening regional trade integration.
The Africa Continental Free Trade Area aims to increase intra-African trade, reduce barriers to cross-border commerce, and promote value addition. Minister Mbadi says the newly inaugurated committee will be a key vehicle for achieving Uganda's tenfold growth strategy and a cornerstone for the 4th National Development Plan.
I'm happy to be here to stand in his shoes, to come and inaugurate the National Implementation Plan, the Committee of the Africa Continental Free Trade Area. You are all aware that when Uganda ratified the African Continental Free Trade Area Agreement in November 2018, we made a bold commitment to join hands with our neighbors in building a single African market for goods and services.
The committee will coordinate national efforts to implement the Africa Continental Free Trade Area Agreement harmonize trade policies and support local businesses to access new markets across Africa's 1.3 billion consumers with a combined GDP of $3.4 trillion.
The committee is going to help us to do is to ensure that there is real domestication of all the protocols, which are many, of the different categories of goods as well. We have certificates of origin, we have the intellectual property rights, and so on and so forth. So it's to be able to actually do this domestication within Uganda, to coordinate it. And when you say that the committee is big, it is big because we need representation that is wide enough. For the country, we have 60 members.
The launch signals Uganda's renewed determination to use trade as a driver of inclusive and sustainable growth, positioning the country as a competitive player in the evolving African market.
I'm not beginning to say you're trading and you're going to grow trade when you don't produce these things. So first and foremost, my message, or our message, is more production. Produce, produce, produce. That's why it's called the gross domestic product. If you can't produce, you cannot grow.
However, participants raise concerns which need to be addressed urgently to enable Uganda's business sector benefit from the trade area.
If it were possible to actually handhold your priority products that you want to deliver out of Uganda, to make sure they reach their destination by ensuring that everything required for that trade to happen is in place. Because trade is war, and war is trade got bad.
I also have an issue of standards, because there's some misalignment which needs to be put in place. I can give an example, for instance, when we got the supply of milk to Nigeria. The first call failed because there was an issue of standards that was underlying. So I think this is what the government and the private sector, and maybe the government factors in that place.
Mary Namkose, UBC News.
Now, a little into the health sector, the Queen of Buganda, Her Royal Highness Sylvia Najinda Luswata, has called for renewed strategies that actively involve the support of mothers throughout their healthcare journey. Queen Najinda was presiding over the 5th National Safe Motherhood Conference, during which a new report on maternal, newborn and child health highlighted key improvements in service delivery.
A significant drop in maternal mortality rates, with the latest figures from the Ministry of Health showing a decline to 189 deaths per 100,000 live births, down from 336 in 2016. The achievement is targeted at improved safe delivery and well-being of mothers. The achievement was highlighted during the 5th National Safe Motherhood Conference, where the annual maternal, newborn and child health report was released. The report noted major improvements in service delivery and the implementation of maternal and perinatal death surveillance and response system.
Maternal mortality ratios declining from 336 deaths to 189 deaths per 100,000 live births, representing a 44% decline from 2016 to 2022. Neonatal mortality has also steadily reduced from 27 to 22 deaths per 1,000 live births, while under 5 mortality stands at 52 per 1,000 live births.
We have all the methods. We have all the methods. We have all the methods available in Uganda. No one should say that we love this, at service delivery points. But also in the footnotes that about 30% of our women are using long-acting reversible contraceptive methods.
He acknowledged the progress, but warned that hemorrhage and hypertensive disorders still account for the majority of the maternal deaths. Issues worsened by limited support from healthy workers during delivery.
If we are going to improve safe motherhood, we need more midwives. The mother has struggled and come all the way from down, including those in Kabale who come on, is it called Ngozi? And he reaches a health center and finds a staff not there. And yet the staff is on duty roster, showing that Mwebesa, I'm supposed to be on duty. And I'm not on duty. And they use that mother Why should we tolerate that kind of behavior?
Let's not forget those at the front line. The midwives, the nurses, and the community health workers who embody the multisectoral collaboration every single day in their work.
The event was presided over by Her Royal Highness, the Queen of Buganda, Sylvia Najinda Luswata, who emphasized the need to adopt approaches that actively engage and empower mothers throughout the health system.
So I believe that it is time to reevaluate our approaches, because this critical situation calls for innovative, fresh strategies to effectively overcome the persistent challenges. These strategies should be culturally acceptable, accessible, and resonate with our people's realities.
The UK government will continue to support global health platforms such as Gavi, the Global Fund, the World Bank.
Despite this progress, we are reminded that safe motherhood is still not a reality for all. Teenage pregnancy continues to be one of Uganda's biggest public health and development challenges.
The conference was held under the theme Strengthening Multi-Sector Collaboration and Accountability for Safe Motherhood, and it brought together stakeholders from across the country to push for further reduction in maternal deaths. Irene Faith Nantongo, UBC News.
Thank you once again for keeping it with us. That's all we had time for. My name is Patricia Lukoma Mpango. Let's meet again at 10 o'clock. Bye-bye.
Trustees, Council, Senate and Management of Nkumba University with pleasure invites graduates and the general public to the 27th graduation ceremony of Nkumba University, scheduled for Saturday, the 25th of October 2025, starting at 7 a.m. This year's graduation will be celebrated under the theme, Unlocking Potential, the journey from learning to leading. The guest of honor will be the Deputy Speaker of the Parliament of Uganda, Right Honorable Thomas Tayebwa. Mark your calendar and plan to join us as we celebrate our students' journey from learning to leading. Nkumba University, I owe you.
Congratulations.
Exercise can't be sustained. Eating can't be stopped. It's even harder to lose weight. Come and give it a try. Ginshikang L-carnitine chromium capsules, plant extract, scientific ratio, take 3 capsules each time. The active ingredient accelerates fat burning, eat twice a day, don't take a detour. Weight loss starts now. Ginshikang L-carnitine with chromium capsules helps you stay in shape. Please follow medical advice when taking this product. For more information, visit our website www.hgo.com or call 0800 335555.